Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of the 34 character streak. In the last episode we played as Eve and it was a literally just completely dummy overpowered run. Now we're playing Tainted Lilith, which means we are, after this episode, 2 away from Tainted Lost, which is completely, like, terrifying to think about. But I'm hoping we'll be fine. Tainted Lilith is extremely strong. However, I've had some bad runs with her recently. Esau Jr. is interesting. You basically get just 2 characters that each have their own unique set of items and health and stuff. Now, consumables, I believe, stay for the 2 characters, but items and health are separate, so it's pretty much like a full run reroll, except you can undo it whenever you please. I'll show you what I mean once you get this first boss item, because truthfully, it won't matter. I think it's gonna be good, but it's definitely weird. Like, it's a weird starting item. Because when we pick up Blood Claw, you'll see, okay, we have Blood Claw. When we swap characters, well, we have +2 damage, but it doesn't show any items. So we have no items, but you know, we have more damage. So that's interesting, I guess. Cool, whatever. Basically, they have differing stats, they have differing items, and neither of them are the same, so it's gonna be interesting to see what ends up, like, which character ends up being our better character. Now, the natural advantage of the Esau character, who I think is what we'll stay on for now, is they do have flight, as you can see. They don't have spectral. It's not like, because even though we look like we have Spirit of the Night, it's not Spirit of the Night. But they do have flight, and flight is, I mean, it's pretty huge, right? Especially when you have low speed, flight's very nice to have. I mean, you know, not bad at all. And then we can go back to this character. No flight, but this. That'll be our entire run. It's gonna be weird. I think we're gonna stick with Esau Jr. for a while, just to see how it treats us, because I don't think Esau Jr. is too strong, necessarily, but I'm definitely okay with being proven wrong, and that's what I would like to happen here. If the game can prove me wrong and give me this really disgusting Esau Jr. run, I'd be all for it. Where do we want to go? Realistically, we want to go to Mega Satan, I would say, because we don't have the gold rocks unlocked still, and I would like them. However, this isn't really my unlock file, so it's kind of in the air still whether or not I want to go Mega Satan. We'll probably go Angel Deal just to give us the opportunity, but every time I try to go, like, Tainted Lilith is easy, but every time I try to go Mega Satan with her, I get killed somehow. So today's question today, what is your favorite ending to do in Isaac? Like, where do you like to go? Are you simple, do you like to go chest or dark room, or do you like to try to finish things up at Deli, or just go to Hushed and kill yourself? I don't know, like, what is your strategy for ending the game? Because I think some paths are better than others, but I definitely, oh, I was like, why do we have wings? We had temporary wings because we were over rocks, so we swapped characters. But yeah, I don't know, I think I just like the chest, because Mother, for instance, I love the Mother fight. I think the Mother fight is my favorite fight to end off on, because it's just a ton of fun, the actual fight itself. The problem is the alt path. I don't like doing it because it's super stressful to remember everything. So I think my favorite boss fight and, like, ending is Mother. However, my favorite just path to do is probably the other one that's not Mother. You know what I mean. So we still don't have any, we still don't have any sort of items with Esau Jr., so I'm starting to realize I might not understand how Esau Jr. works. You might have to pick up items with Esau Jr. to get items. The only reason I don't think that's the case is because, now it might just have to do with what items you had. Okay, I think I have a rough idea as to how it works, and if I'm right, it's kind of dumb. But I think it might not reroll your items unless you had them when you got Esau Jr. Because, like, I've not used this item much. I've only used it a couple times, but every time I've used it has been in the middle of a run, and then it rerolled the items. So maybe because I used it for the first time without any items, it didn't reroll anything, and now, I mean, if that's what we do, I think we just become this character, and we never switch back, because I think getting items as Lilith is kind of wasting our item pool. Because I believe we can, like, the only way to get items as this character now is to pick up the items while I'm this character. I think it'll be a full run reroll like the first time you use it, but because we had no items, it didn't reroll anything, which is a big oops on my part, but, you know, whatever. It's just that's how shit works. Which means we're basically never going to use Esau Jr. again, by the way. And we can definitely drop it the second we have the opportunity. Which might be in that library. Because, I mean, at least I'm pretty sure if you drop it, you don't automatically get turned back. But I could be wrong. Let's say we have this. We still have our flight. I'm just worried what will happen next floor. Characters have independent... Swaps between the current character and Esau Jr. who has characters that have independent items and health. So yeah, I think it works like I was saying, where it'll reroll your run the first time you use it, which honestly, unfortunately, makes the item a lot less fun. I mean, it makes sense, right? Being able to just like it would definitely be overpowered otherwise, but I don't think like flip is overpowered, but it's still in the game, right? But yeah, I understand now. I got that completely wrong. I mean, right, but wrong. So I wish we got that, also I know we might just get an angel deal, but I'm not even gonna risk it. I wish we got Esau Jr. later, or I just knew how it worked, but at the very least, now I know how it works, so I can't really be too upset. Also, Angelic Prism is, well, it's very good normally, it's very bad with Tainted Lilith. It's just not useful. If you whip the direction of the prism, you might get, like, one bullet to go through the prism, like that, right? But that's not great. That's not too good. Not particularly anyway. Whatever. It's still an angel item, and we're gonna get the key piece. Listen, we don't have to go Mega Satan, but I will if I can, right? Like, I want to go angel deal because I feel like we've done a decent amount of devil deals on the good old streak here. So I would like to basically stop. Also, can I just point out, the only item we've gotten so far that's like anything other than Angelic Prism was Blood Clot. Because obviously you have two characters, let's ignore that, right? We pretty much got Blood Clot so far, Esau Jr. and Angelic Prism, and we're on the 3rd floor. So we've gotten 3 items so far, and we're 3 floors in. I don't even know how that happens. We also got the deck of whatevers, right? I understand, but like, I'm talking about items that affect to the character, not just give me consumables. That's 3 items. 3 items, 3 floors in, which is definitely interesting. But yeah, so the reason I like the chest is pretty simple. It's easy. That was so bad right there. It's easy, and you can kind of just vibe, go to the chest, get a lot of items, get stacked. I think it's the most fun ending because it's simple, right? You get strong, you have fun. Because odds are if you're late in the game, you're gonna win 9 times out of 10, I'd say, right? So nothing bad about having a strong last floor. I don't think so anyway. I think it's just the most fun. You know, you run, like, let's say you had a very average run, and then you go Mother. It's gonna be a very boring Mother fight. You're just gonna have to, like, dodge the attacks, which obviously is hard to begin with. Once you know how to do Mother, dodging the attacks becomes, like, a lot easier. So it's just like, oh, good. I get to sit here and dodge for, like, 3 years. Stop getting hit, man. I know you're not focusing, but, like, stop getting hit. Yeah, it's like, oh good, I get to sit here and dodge for 3 years, which like isn't really that, because like, it's not like dodging is so too hard. It's pattern based, right? So once you learn how to do it, you could do it. So it's just kind of annoying to sit there and dodge for like 12 years straight. Also, rules card is literally the dumbest card in the game. But with the chest, you go to what, Blue Baby? Like, there's never well, there are some situations, but there rarely will you go through the entire game and the chest and then have a very slow Blue Baby fight. You usually get strong. Problem with Mother is it ends on a floor that has nothing. You know, you're really gaining nothing from the corpse. Your goal is to go to the boss as soon as possible. Now on the chest, I don't do that. On the chest, I take my time. I usually full clear, get some items, have some fun. I don't do that on the corpse. I don't do that. Like the Ascent, I don't think is fun. Just so much literally nothing. I'm gonna get hit because I'm stupid. Never mind. So much like genuine trash. Like, this is very upsetting to see. We've gotten so many active items. We're going to Flooded Caves too. This is how all my Chain of Lilith runs go. She is very strong, but also screw this character, dude. I get so unlucky with her. Like, and then the worst part is you feel like you're still fine because you're killing things until one day you realize, oh, wait a minute. It's just because I'm Tainted Lilith, and then late game this isn't going to cut it. That's how it's going to work. We feel fine for now. Very unfortunately got that angel deal. We would have much rather not gotten it. Realistically, we could have just not used the Joker card, but still, that's bad. That's, oh, actually, that's Dude, are you... Like, can someone explain to me what the hell just happened? Why? Oh, I don't know why this character hates me so much. Like, this character, Tainted Lilith was the first character I noticed I really liked from the, from all the Tainted characters. Tainted Lilith was the first one I was like, hell yeah. You know, we should really use our other character as a pill dummy. Because, like, this character right here, they still exist. This Tainted Lilith still exists. Not as strong as the other one, I would say. Slightly higher rate of fire, but lower damage. So this one's... I'd say this one's better still, but from now on, if there's an unknown pill, we'll just take it as the other one. We can use that Lilith as the testing dummy for anything weird, anything that we're not sure about. We can use for that one. Also, if we're ever about to die, we can technically swap and then hopefully kill a couple rubs. And if any hearts drop, we can still save them for the other Lilith. So there's definitely some strategy here that we can be using. I don't hate the item Esau Jr. It's just not my favorite anymore. I thought it was a lot cooler than it was, to be honest. I thought it was a lot better than it was. Data miner. I say we use data miner on this Lilith until we'll use it one more time, then go get Esau Jr. again. Because, like, this could potentially be pretty solid. If we get good stats on this one, we might want to swap back. Because, like, right now, horrible, right? 2.5 damage, not it. But let's say we got up to, like, 6 damage and a better rate of fire than the other one. Then we could be like, okay, we don't have many items in the other one, might as well swap. But worst case scenario, if this goes horribly wrong, it doesn't affect us in the slightest. It just affects one of our two characters, and it's the one we don't play as. So, this is... Okay, I'm glad we actually got Data Miner, because typically Data Miner is an item I wouldn't want to use, because the game hates me, and I know items like this just hurt me, and only hurt me. Also, why are you taking so much damage? Dude, shut up. I don't want to... This room is dumb. Like, you can tell me that I'm wrong and that I'm bad at the game. This room's incredibly dumb. We're down to 1.5 damage. If I'm being real with you, I'm just going to go get Esau Jr. now because we're not going to financially recover from this ever. That's 1.5 damage. That character is lost for good. Like, we're not getting that character back. If we try playing as that character, I can guarantee you we will die. So let's go take our sweet time clear in this room with our 1.5 damage. And then... That was close. Okay. I mean, what can you expect when you don't actually hurt things, right? Okay. Never again. Never again. The lower shot speed, range, and tiers don't matter. That we have 4 more damage on this character. That's solid. That's we're not gonna fix that. That was a horrible. Wow, data miner. See, there's a reason I don't use data miner, right? That's not like I don't do that just for fun. I'm not like, oh, data miner, we're not gonna use it because no, I don't use data miner because it hates me. Just like a lot of things in this game, it treats me genuinely unfairly, I believe. Like, some things in this game, I fully see me having worse luck than others. The one thing I got going for me is crane games usually work out pretty nicely for me. But I don't even think that's super uncommon. I feel like that's just regular YouTuber shit. But, like, angel deals, everything like that, no. You can, like, I see YouTubers getting 5% angel deals and shit, and I'm just like, I don't think I've ever once gotten a, like, below 10% deal. It's just not a thing that happens at all. But anyway, how's the run going? It's actually so fucking bad. Like, this run is not good. We're holding on because we're Tainted Lilith, so we're inherently strong. But look at our items real quick. We're on Depths 1. Next floor is the Mother Fight, and look at our items. We have a key piece, which is nothing. So we have 3 items, okay? Angelic Prism, which is really bad as his character. A range and luck up, which is range and luck. And then we got some pills, and one of them was a Tears down, and the other was a shot speed down, and amnesia, and something else. So what we have is a Tears down, a range and luck up, an Angelic Prism, which barely does anything, and then we have the Esau Jr. item, which isn't going to do anything for us either. So that's where we're sitting. So if you think that this run is good, or that my luck is like always good, and that like, oh, how do you always get such good runs, just keep in mind this happens to me too. I have literally 3 items, and I am on what, I'm 5 floors in. Sorry, I have 4 items for counting Esau Jr. I have 4 items 5 floors in, and 1 is Esau Jr., which is the only thing it's doing for me is letting me use data miner to get to 1.5 damage on a different character. So I'm not loving the situation. Is this a possible streak loser? Yeah, unfortunately, I think it is. I think this could definitely kill the streak if we don't get something. I mean, maybe not. Tainted Lilith is very strong, but base stats are base stats. Now, we do have a damage up, and I'm not really sure where it came from. But we have it might just be an inherent, like, Esau Jr. has a higher damage stat, which is what I'm assuming it is. But we do have a slightly higher base damage, which is good. Because if we didn't have that, I'm sure we'd be dead right now. But just keep in mind, and for every positive you think of, I'm going to remind you that we got to 1.5 damage using data miner, so don't believe that there's like anything rooting for me. This is simply bad. I'm still confident. I don't believe we'll lose here. I mean, I won the Tainted Keeper. I won the Tainted Jacob. I won the Judas where we could have died in one hit. I've won a couple that we shouldn't have won, right? Well, not that we shouldn't have won, but that weren't freebies. So I'm not going to lose on the Tainted Lilith no matter how bad it is. I refuse. I will not let that happen. Look, Keeper Sack, this is where it starts looking up. Gonna get a stars question mark card. These are 5 random pills. Should have used that on my other character. Okay, that wasn't bad. Thank God, because I was very convinced that was about to be bad. Our stats are looking a lot better. Keeper Sack definitely just put us in a much better spot already. We're at 7.86 damage, 2.8 rate of fire, almost a 1 speed, which isn't bad. Our range is looking better. This is just overall pretty damn good. I mean, it's not great, but like, it's pretty damn good. In comparison to what it was before we did that, I'm definitely happy right now. I mean, once again, this run just felt like it was built to fail. We'll definitely take that. This run just felt like it was built to fail, but I'm not gonna let it. It's funny, most of our stats aren't even from like direct stat upgrades. Like we got Keeper Sack giving us good stats, some pills. That's where half our stats come from. Esau Jr. The only actual DPS upgrade we have, no, we don't. Never mind. There's not a single item we have that is like strictly like a damage or tears upgrade. All damage and tears have come from weird means. Oh, yeah, that's honestly very smart. Somehow hit the Windows button, I guess, even though, like, realistically, I'm playing on controller, so that doesn't add up, but, like, whatever. Reap Creep, we're doing solid damage just due to that nice little boost in damage we recently got. What's better, this? No, definitely the Whip. The Whip is usually the proper course of action for Lilith, but this is... I'm not a big fan of how these bosses can spawn anywhere. When the update came out, I was very convinced it would be a, like, you know, mines bosses were in the mines, and that was it. And I was okay with that, because I fucking hate Reap Creep so much. Oh, good. Oh boy, a range upgrade. I was scared for a second that we wouldn't get a range upgrade. Thank God. That was going to be catastrophic. We're on Necro 2, and listen, I know we have damage and tears up, but technically, we don't have a single damage or tears up, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have a single item that says that, so I can ride off that. Maybe we won't get a single damage or tears up for the entire run, and that can be, like, my clickbait for the run. Like, beating Isaac without a single DPS upgrade, and then you'd be like, that's a lie. And I'd be like, yep. Yep, that's what that is. Good job. You figured it out. Give me my secret room. The gauze is solid. We'll save it in case we get an actual curse, because, you know, we could either use it right now and basically waste it, or save it for when we get Curse of the Lost and want to die. Come on. Give me that Tears Up pill. Is that a Tears Up pill? I know it has yellow in it. No, but what we can do is go to this character. Try it. Now we know what it is. Great. See, that's what that character's for. That's what the other one's for. It is strictly a, we don't know what this does, let's find out character. And I'm okay with that. 4.5 volt is huge. Once we get a bomb, actually, Keeper Sack for the speed. Blow up these two. If it pays back more than 5 cents, we're living. Not a lot of money, but more than 5 cents. Just one short. We'll definitely get the last penny somewhere. So yeah, we gotta worry about our Keeper Sack stuff, I think, more than most things, because Keeper Sack is like kind of the only way we're getting a lot of damage too. I feel like the Esau character has a higher just damage multiplier, because that was 1.14 damage for buying an item, which is pretty solid. Like, that's not a small amount of damage. It's what an Odd Mushroom gives you, like 1. So that was literally just Odd Mushroom, but better. Obviously not. I meant like just for damage. It didn't give us the health or anything else. But like, you know, damage-wise, we just got the equivalent of getting Odd Mushroom, but actually 20 times better because it also got us 4.5 volt and is great. The only downside is I'm scared to drop Esau Jr. because I don't know if it'll swap my character back, and if it... I don't think it would, but I'm worried it will, and if it does, I'm completely dead. Because this is the character with all the items, and don't forget, my other character has 1.5 freaking damage. That's, like, not a lot of damage, you know what I mean? This is pretty much playing Jacob and Esau with only one hit, like, but you can only tag team them. No, that's definitely the wrong fucking word. You know, you have to tag in and be like, okay, Jacob, I'm out, Esau, you're in, you know, that kind of thing. Because the one downside though is that you don't have 2 active item slots, which does suck, but also is completely fair, because if you did, how the hell would this all work? Like, you wouldn't be able to switch back, so wouldn't expect that, but I would like that. Nancy bombs are like really horrible, to be honest, because sometimes like Bomber Boy and stuff, when you're not expecting it, or even worse, scatter bombs, you'll be like, bam, go, and then everything will blow up, and you'll be like, alright, well, I guess I'm just going to take a heart of damage for no reason. I think we're just done. I think I'm going to go for... No, I'm not going to go for a little longer. I'm just going to go. I wouldn't mind getting 2 boss rush, because right now, our run still isn't great. Still haven't picked up a genuine damage upgrade or tears upgrade. You know, not at all. We picked up 1 health upgrade, and it was a bomb. Mostly range upgrades or just shop items, so I would like to get that fixed. And boss rush could technically provide us with help. You never know what boss rush is going to offer, you know? It could be the best item in the game. We got to go find out. We will take this. Go in here. We have 30 seconds. Void is not worth it. I don't like Void. I think it's too much to worry about. Kidney Stone could be good. But Kidney Stone's only good if you get Rock Bottom, and then it's really good. But I don't know. It's not worth doing all boss rush for when especially when you're whipping like I do, which is like tap firing, not holding. It's never gonna activate. I would like to pretend it's worth it, but it's not. Ooh, 1.5 damage. Ooh, we still have higher shot speed in this character though, so that's funny. But yeah, I'd like to pretend Kidney Stone is worth it because I think it's a fun item, but it's just gonna hurt my health and kind of just hurt the streak in general. Like that could be the end of the streak, and there's no reason ending the streak for an item like Kidney Stone and a character like Tainted Lilith in this specific situation. Like, there are some cases where it would be good. If we had Rock Bottom, I probably would have taken it. I say probably, I definitely would have taken it. But we don't have Rock Bottom, right? You never have Rock Bottom when you get stuff like that. Now, if we get Rock Bottom later in the run, I'll be pissed. Forget Me Now, this is one of the worst floors in the game to get a Forget Me Now. We could do it just for the Duel to Devil chance, but I don't know. We'll see. I might do it. It's like this run might need the help for sure. We are not even close to strong. We still haven't gotten any DPS upgrades at all. We're on the Womb 1, and the best thing we have for a DPS upgrade is Keeper Sack. That is what's improving our damage right now. A literal just sack. The worst part being, Keeper Sack only works when you spend money, and we're out of money to spend. So, all of the stats we're getting from Keeper Sack, that's it. They're done. That was all of them. What our stats are right now are pretty much what our stats are going to be for the rest of the run. Unless we get some damage upgrades. But, like, we could get some damage upgrades on the, from the boss pool, but, like, I have a feeling we're going to get the, White Pony, and then we can't get damage ups from Mom's Heart, so that's not an option. So yeah, I feel like we're going to get White Pony and just get absolutely shafted, and we're never going to get a damage upgrade for the rest of my life. Sorry, Mr. Man, I didn't want to blow you up, but you were kind of in the way. This is disgusting. At the very least, right? We stuck with Esau Jr. and didn't like, oh, let's do this. We lost the pill. Yeah, that does add up. Let's drop the Gauze. We're not trying to lose, the Gauze too. We'll just use it. Pretty fly, perfect. I'm glad I got it in this character. But yeah, at the very least, we got Esau Jr. because the thing with Data Miner is, I would have used it with or without Esau Jr. So I'm very glad. Okay, we didn't get White Pony, which is huge. That was disgusting. Yeah, I would have used it either way. So I'm very glad that we got Esau Jr. because we would be sitting on a 1.5 damage loss right now. So, you know, thank you Esau Jr. for that. We actually got a damage upgrade, a health upgrade, and an angel deal. Divine Intervention isn't horrible. It's kind of just like really hard to like use. I'm not good at double tapping on controller. Not unless I'm using an analog stick and specifically going out of my way to like correctly double tap. Like it's honestly not bad. Divine Intervention genuinely isn't bad. But using it properly, especially on controller, it's not fun. I mean, I don't like it at all, so, you know, preferably I would have not gotten it, but here it is. I say we will Forget Me Now. Unfortunately, this is one of those runs. I do have to record a lot today, so I was hoping I wouldn't have to Forget Me Now, but here we are, naturally. It was never going to happen, right? We were always going to have to Forget Me Now. We got Divine Intervention, which is good, but we need to roll for another Angel Deal. Like, we just need the opportunity to get another one, because without one, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, we need a Sacred Heart, we need a Godhead, we need something like that. And I know that's asking for a lot, but asking for Sacred Heart or Godhead is a lot when you've already gotten other stuff along the run to make it seem like a lot. But when you've gotten nothing, I don't think it's a lot. Also, screw you, Curse the Lost, we're not dealing with you. Why is it? I was like, why are we blind? Why is that? Why is that a thing? No, we're good. Yeah, I'm glad we held on to that God's Ring, because I hate Curse the Lost, but hopefully what can happen is we can either get an Angel Deal this floor, or just miss it and then get one next floor, right? Either way, I'd be okay with that. Seems like a pretty good trade. Other than that, maybe a library on this floor wouldn't be bad. I think we missed our earlier library, which is kind of dumb of me. I don't know if we just didn't have a key or if I just forgot, but I remember seeing a library and also not seeing books. And Bookworm wouldn't be bad. Puberty also not bad. 3 of them, there'll be a health upgrade. We're kind of chilling on health in terms of both red health and soul hearts, but a health upgrade is still a health upgrade. I don't mind running with a lot of red hearts in Repentance. I think it's perfectly fine. The only harm it does is like sort of mental harm when you see a soul heart and can't grab it. But that's like not even that bad, because odds are you'll see more red hearts than soul hearts. So like realistically, you're missing more red hearts by running a full soul heart build than you'll miss soul hearts running a full red heart build. Now, of course, the Devil are also thing to be worried about, which is why you want like a bit of leeway. You don't want to be all soul hearts. I mean, all red hearts. You want to be good, like 50-50. Even if we don't get an Angel Deal, we just won. Like, we won the reroll. This is the best thing we could have hoped for. Okay, that's so double winning. Death's Touch. Okay, here's where we find out whether or not Esau Jr. works how I want it to. Death's Touch is so good. The damage up is nice, but the scythes are just so good. If we reroll back to the original character next floor, which I do not think we will, but if we do, that is the end of our run. 100% without a doubt, because we can't roll back and blah, 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 blah. So please keep me as Esau. Okay, we are officially forever the Esau Lilith, and we will never go back, which is, that's good, I think. That's, that's interesting. That's actually really a cool thing. I like that about Esau Jr., how if you drop it, you basically are just settling into a character for life. And also, I hope I'm right in saying that Esau Jr. starts with a damage multiplier, because it definitely felt that way. I mean, we didn't have any items, we gained 2 damage, and if that's the case, then immediately, like, it depends on what you get when you get the item, because if you get the item late game, what it'll do is it'll basically re-roll your whole run. So, what you want to do if you find Esau Jr., in my opinion, if it's the damage multiplier thing I think it is immediately re-roll, see if your run's decent, and if your run's as good or better, you just keep it like that, because then you'll have higher damage. And if you get it first floor, become Esau, drop the item, never look at it again. And once again, that's completely my opinion. Maybe you think it's good to have both characters, because you can do stuff like I did, like the data miner thing, or testing pills, and I agree with that, but there's better spacebar items than, oh, pills are safe to test. Because keep in mind, like, yeah, I'm testing pills on the other Lilith, but what if I get a Tears Up pill? Obviously, we already did, but I'm just saying, what if I didn't know it was there? She got the Tears Up. Now, next Tears Up pill will go to this Lilith, but, like, when will that be? Right? So it's a trade-off, because you're avoiding bad things, but also preventing some good things. So, you know, definitely not perfect, but it's still, in my opinion, better than getting some, like, really bad stat downs. We would like another Tears Up, though, and I know we have that pill in our rotation, so if you could please help me, game, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, good talk. I'm not even grabbing all these consumables. I'm too lazy. We will definitely use the Sun card for the Cathedral. That just seems like the right play. Also, Eden Soul is room-based, so we'll use that on the Angel Deal if we get it. Which I don't think we will, because we've had pretty good Angel Deal luck today, so I'm not going to complain if we don't. And just based off that logic, I'm going to assume the game's going to be like, nah, you're fine. And if we don't get it there, I don't think double charging it does anything, but I am 100% willing to find out. I'm willing to find out. I'm pretty sure all it'll do is still get used up when you use it, but it's weird seeing a single-use active item with a double charge. Doesn't even, like, actually make sense in any way. We got the angel deal, so I guess we won't find out. We're going to use it. It's, like, so just kind of okay. Like, we got... Our entire angel deals for the whole game has been like, yeah, that's fine. That's been the entire thing. Just okay, I guess. Except, what was the best one? I'd say Circle of Protection, I guess, is better than, oh, it's just okay. So, there's that. I guess it being better than, I just hate you. I, like, genuinely, I just don't like you. You're not a good addition to the game. Okay, glad that room's gone. But yeah, this run is not good, but we are Tainted Lilith. That is everything I can say about it. This run is not good, but we are indeed Tainted Lilith. Now, I think part of it's my fault. I definitely rushed a bit more than average, I would say. However, I'm also in a rush, so, like, that adds up. I'm not going to blame myself for doing something that I kind of have to do. It does make sense, right? But, yeah, I think overall, this run seems good, and it's not bad anymore. It's like we got good damage and stuff. Like, our stats are good because of Keeper Sack, but overall, if you looked at the items, you'd be like, that's not great. And if we weren't Tainted Lilith, I fully believe this would have been genuinely really bad. Like, we would have been in a lot of trouble. But here we are. We're fine. I think. We're not actually out of the woods yet, but here we are, like, borderline throwing, still on decent health, and getting more health, and on the Isaac fight. So, we're about to get to the chest, and I have a feeling we're going to get some really just fantastic items on the chest. At least that is the goal. I don't want to whip. I think whipping requires too much focus, so let's oh, it only okay. I thought the entire shield would continue to do that, but that's interesting. How do you I'm charged, right? I'm tapping as fast as possible, dude. The Mind Intervention is definitely I think the double tap mechanic is probably the worst mechanic they've ever implemented. Like a lot of games do a double tap mechanic and I never struggle with it. For some reason in Isaac, it feels like it is impossible to activate the double tap. Even on keyboard, it's hard, but on freaking controller, no, it's not even possible. Like, it's so bad. I don't like it at all. I think it's bad. There should, it's controller, right? Like, there should just be a keybind. I mean, it's not, it's on keyboard, there should just be a keybind. On controller, it's controller's fault, I was gonna say, for that. But when it comes to having a keyboard, really, again, I get they changed the weight so it's more common now, but, like, come on. But yeah, on keyboard, you should just be able to have a keybind. And I'm sure there is one, like a mod. But the fact that it takes a mod to add something so simple that the community really wants, it's kind of rude. Like, it's like the dev team hasn't actually thought about whether or not their fans like what's happening in the game or not. I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff overlooked by the dev team that they need to think about. Because some of these things aren't even like... They're basic things we're asking for that the dev team is like, what? Huh? Well, what? We don't know. How do we do that? God, we got to make the greed, no, what's it called? Yeah, we got to make greedier mode better. And then they don't do that either. They're a confusing team. They're definitely a confusing team. But on the bright side, they made Binding of Isaac good in a way. Yeah, there's some bad parts, but they've definitely made it better. So I'm not gonna fully complain, but I'll still complain. As an American, I feel like I'm supposed, like, born to complain, like, for 90% of my life, roughly. So, you know, I'm complaining. Also, this run is actually really strong now, but this run's in a really weird spot. I don't even know what happens. Like, if you, once again, look at our items and you'll tell me, well, except now we have Pyromaniac, Ghost Pepper, Death Touch. But, like, 2 floors ago, look at our items and it looked like we would never, ever, ever win. Like, it just looked like we were doomed to fail. And now we're, like, chilling. We gotta be a little careful. We're down to 5 hearts, so I'm gonna stop taking as much damage. Okay. I don't think this is gonna help us, like, at all. Every time I've gotten Bag of Crafting, and this is a fact, every time I've gotten it, it has been on the final floor of the game. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sick of it. Like, I would really like to just actually have a Bag of Crafting run. But... instead, I get it on the final floor of the game every time, and what do you... That's not a Bag of Crafting run if I get to use it for 1 floor that barely drops consumables, right? Like, it's just very annoying. Okay, let's sort of dial a little bit and just reel this back. Okay, that's not even close to dialed. We need some help. We need some help. We're not gonna throw. We're not gonna throw. This is not a run I'm losing. Like, see, if I was throwing, I would have put those in the bag of crafting. This room is not fun. Thank God for our knockback. That room is, this room is legitimately evil in every single way possible. It obviously didn't hit us, but like, that doesn't make it any less evil. We could do Mega Satan, technically. So that's an option. Not a good one, but we could do it. Oh, wait, we already had the key piece. Wait. Okay. We can double do Mega Satan now. Now we have 2 ways to get into the Mega Satan door. Let's say we accidentally lock ourselves out. We basically just ordered the spare key. That was God tier. You can't tell me otherwise. What I want right now is just enough consumables to make 1 item with Bag of Crafting. Because we can't get Bag of Crafting and not make anything. We need at least that singular item. Give me breakfast. Give me anything. I don't care what we make. I just want to make something. Preferably, I'd get like a black heart and then put that inside. Maybe get a deal with the devil item. Maybe get like brimstone. Brimstone with a fetus is pretty damn good. It used to not be good, but now it is. I promise. This room was pretty satisfying to just murder things in. Okay, we only have 3 consumable slots left to fill. Now, also, just pointing out, whatever item we make is currently on its way to be trashed. And this room is, this room is hell. This room is legitimately in every single way just not fun. The classic double cage room. Okay, we're not good against beefy enemies, fun fact. Not good against any enemy with like a good amount of health. Okay, easy. Oh, so refresh. I don't know what that means. Scroll, hold. Which one is that? Is that start? No, that's gotta be select Y and A. I don't know. They made like let's hide it. I don't want to see bag crafting recipes. I think I don't know if that actually shows you legitimate in-game recipes, but if it does, that's kind of super cheesy in a way, because there was a time where Tainted Cain was supposed to be like that, but now he's not, so now I'm not going to do it. Like, if they design a character with set recipes, you're going to use the set recipes, right? That's just how it is. But if the recipes are supposed to be random, I'm not going to be the guy to say, I'm not going to, wait, okay, I was like, wait, what is that? I'm not going to be the kind of guy to be like, oh, you went out of your way to make them not random? Well, guess what? I figured it out. Screw you. Also, why did that room get revealed first? What is in the room down to our left that is so special? That room was revealed like way too early. Do we? Oh, cracked orb. We took damage. Got it. Okay. I think after picking up those hearts, we should have enough health to, we want to do that. I think after picking up those hearts, we should have enough health to kill the boss. Oh, wait, we have Pyromaniac. Oh, that's true. Oh, no, we do want to do that. No, stop dropping bombs. That's literally wrong. Why did I suck up that heart? Because I can. Okay, blue baby time. Time to be as careful as humanly possible, because I really do not want to lose here. This would be like the worst part of the run to lose on. We have Divine Intervention. We have Circle of Protection. We have blue fire coming out of our face. We have a lot of ways to block bullets, so this shouldn't be a fight we lose on. Okay, 2 more hits in us. Great. That was kind of a very boring run. I mean, it was a run for sure. But there we are, win streak at 12. Next up is Samson, and then and then it's Tainted Lost. I'm not ready for this at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you please, and I will see you next time.